Hello and welcome to the Royal Way here on Stadium Drive Sports. I am your host, Sean Barr, and this is your one-stop spot for all your KC Royals news, stats, and info. Plus, later on in the episode, I will reveal the U.S. nuclear codes. That's right, we may or may not have time for that because I've got a brand new game for us to play. Yes, brand new segments, all refreshed, locked, and loaded for your personal enjoyment. Well, we only have 2 games in this series to review, so we've got a little extra time. Hey, StatBot.
She doesn't understand you. She doesn't respect know what you've been through,
We're not
Sean.
talking about that right now.
His love life sucks.
Come on, man. I don't think... Game 1 of 2 in the dry, high, elevated, arid air in Arizona. What? 3 solo home runs to open up this one for the Royals. Arizona gets 3 runs off the long ball as well in the first. Merrifield adds on for KC as he scores on a throwing error in the second, but the D-backs were able to tie things up at 5 in the third and later took the lead 7-5 in the fourth inning from a 2-run double from Marte. Zach Greinke goes 3 2/3 innings in this one, giving up 7 runs on 5 hits, 4 walks, 5 Ks on 87 pitches. It's a high pitch count. Colin Snyder gets rattled around again later in the 7th, when a couple of measly singles drive in some insurance runs, and it was en route to a 9-5 victory for the Arizona Diamondbacks over our Kansas City Royals. Let's take a look at those box scores. Carlos Santana is the player of the game, going 3 for 5 on the day. How about that? Bobby and Merrifield, they both get 2 hits each, but Merrifield gets 2 strikeouts. It equals to a decent day at the plate overall for him. The pitching was sketchy. Zach didn't make it through the day with a quality start. Colin Snyder's been on a decline recently, needed to be bailed out by Matt Peacock. Joel Payamps continues to do well. Well, game 2 in the desert, and Kansas City has Jonathan Heasley on the mound for him. He gives up a home run to center in the first. MJ Melendez connects on a 2-run home run to right that scored Hunter Dozier, but the Snakes tied up at 2 in the second. Witt Jr. grounds out to the shortstop. He gets an RBI in the process in the third, 3-2 Royals, but Zona gets a home run in the fourth to tie things up at 3 apiece. Kansas City gets 3 runs in the 6th, but Amir Garrett and Taylor Clark, well, they team up to give up 5 runs. Yeah, it was capped off by 2 home runs in the inning by Arizona. You know, the Royals had an 85% chance to win the game mid-6th. And after the inning, it dropped down to 85% Arizona. So it was over that quick, pretty much. Let's take a look at those box scores. Bottom of the order, bad plate appearances. Whit Merrifield continues to impress. His average has been on the rise these last couple of weeks. Dozier, good game. Melendez, you heard his name a few times. Of course, he had a great game. Royals pitching, Taylor Clark takes the loss. Jonathan Heasley, he had a below average game. Amir Garrett, we'll talk about him later about his condition. The Royal Way player of the series, MJ Melendez, 3 for 8, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a walk. Way to go, rookie. They're calling him the number 1 prospect. Let's take a look at these division standings. And, the Royals are now the team in the basement, having lost 6 in a row after this game. They have a negative 62 run differential on the season. The Twins are now 10 games above 500 and are looking to take command of the Central Division. But luckily, next up on the Royals schedule, we can get some of those games back. The Royals, yes, they play the Twins, and yesterday they took Game 1 in dramatic fashion. We've got 3 more with them, 7:10 today, 1:10 Saturday and Sunday. Here's your Kansas City Royals recent transactions. And on the 24th, Kansas City signed catcher Jose Brasino to a minor league contract. On the 26th, Kansas City recalled right-handed pitcher Dylan Coleman from AAA. And also on that day, we brought up Brewer Hicklin, played center field for us. Kansas City placed left-handed pitcher Amir Garrett on the 10-day IL along with Kyle Isbell. He's on the injured list. This is your Royal Way news break, brought to you in less than 1 minute. Vinny Pasquantino continues to impress in AAA Omaha. He recently had a huge game, going 5 for 5 with 5 RBIs, 2 home runs, and 2 doubles. Hey, we can stick him right there at first base, which in my opinion is wide open for the taking. What you say, next week? More talk of a downtown stadium. I expect the Royals to move by themselves downtown after the 30-year lease at the Truman Sports Complex is up. John Sherman has been in talks with the Chiefs as well on a simultaneous move, but there's also been talks of the Chiefs moving across state into Kansas by the Legends area where you'll find a casino, NASCAR, and Sporting KC. We'll see what develops in the coming years, but I expect them to move when the lease is up. Field of Dreams actor Ray Liotta has passed. He will be missed. Along with playing Shoeless Joe Jackson in the movie, he's been in several other hit movies. May the wind be always at your back and the sun shine upon your face, and may the winds of destiny carry you aloft to dance with the stars. Let's play a little game. We got a brand new one called Pick 3 Players. In this list, 3 players have a Royals record of hitting 6 hits in one game. Pick 1 player from each list. Wrong answers will disappear. Pick 1 player from each list and see if he stays as a correct answer. 6 hits in one game. 3 answers, 1 from each list. Has your player remained on the list? We've got a winner in number 3, it's Kevin Seitzer. Number 2, Bob Oliver. And number 1, Joe Randa. There's your 3 answers. Pick 3. Joe Randa, Bob Oliver, and Kevin Seitzer. Alright, we've got some Royal concerns here to discuss on the Royal Way when it pertains to pitching. Dayton Morris said, put it all on him. So, here's what we're talking about when it comes to the pitching stats, which now have become a Royal concern. Nearing 5 runs a game given up, 4 free passes on average, almost less than 7 Ks per game, pitch counts are way up, our whip stats are 27th as a whole, and at the very bottom in the bullpen. The bullpen is also last in ERA at 4.86, and they have the 3rd worst strikeout to walk ratio in the league, accompanied by line drive and hard hit outs by the offense, and untimely hitting. It's no wonder why we have so much work to do as a team. Hey, StatBot, send us in the commercial.
Sean's got to go to the bathroom.
Go Chiefs!
Hey there, I'm Kevin, host of the 12th Man at Arrowhead Drive. Be sure to tune in every Sunday and Wednesday for all your Chiefs content right here on Stadium Drive Sports.
Right now, get your 1-week subscription of the Royal Way 50% off for $899.99. Buy now. No, the Royal Way is free every Monday and Thursday, sometimes Friday. Maybe a waste of time. Are you seal watching? All right, Royals Empire. It's time for the top MLB mascots in my biased Royals opinion. I am judging them by costume, fan interaction, likability, and popularity. The New York Yankees, Anaheim Angels, and the LA Dodgers do not have an official mascot. So here we go, number 30. The LA Dodgers borrow this guy from time to time named Bailey. He's considered a unique performance character. Sometimes they use celebrities in LA. The Yankees mascots kept getting beat up in the 70s and 80s, but they used to have this guy, Dandy, like Yankee Doodle Dandy. He's supposed to be a bird with a mustache. Number 28 is Rally Monkey. He was popular in the early 2000s, made a reappearance in 2011, usually shown on the scoreboard when they need a rally. As we get into the official mascots, the worst goes to D-Baxter the Bobcat. Couldn't even find a pic of him. The D-Backs also feature a Legends race. Number 26 is the Swinging Friar. He's been around since 1958, even since the Padres were a Pacific Coast League team in the minors. He's a happy feller. Number 25 goes to both Homer the Brave and Blooper in Atlanta. He's a baseball head and he's got a pale lame knockoff of Philly Fanatic. Number 24 is TC Bear. I don't know why he's a bear and I don't know why he doesn't have a twin, but he was here before Clark Bear. Next is Southpaw from the White Sox. He's a big booger and he's left-handed. but he helped them win the World Series in 2005. You confused looking, scared, stupid bird. Fred Bird from St. Louis. Fred Bird. Number 21 is Screech, bald eagle who hatched in 2005. They also have the racing presidents, 6 of them. Number 20 is the Oriole bird. Sure, he looks nice, but he needs a name. Run the contest, Baltimore. Just don't make it oral. That's not right. Number 19 is Slider from Cleveland. He's a polka-dotted purple and yellow monster with a hairy nose. Watch him when he sneezes. Clark Cub is number 18. There's not much fan interaction with this normal-looking mascot. At least he has a name. Next up is Paws from Detroit. He's a tiger who is active on Twitter and the fan base. He's popular, but being a Royals fan, I don't care. Number 16 goes to the Parrot from Pittsburgh. Pirate Parrot. It's got lipstick. It's been around for a while. Billy the Marlin has been through some transformations over the years since the Marlins' inception in '93. He's a prankster. Lucille. Well, he's from San Francisco. He, she, I wouldn't ask. It's 2022. Cool glasses. Captain Ranger. Sounds better as Rangers captain, but he's a horse, of course. You like him? Yay or nay? Number 12 is a friendly monster from Tampa Bay named Raymond. Apparently, he's a sea dog born somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico. Number 11 is Ace, the Toronto Blue Jays mascot. He's fairly new, having been hatched in 2019. He has a son named Junior. As we enter into the top 10, we have Stomper, the lucky elephant from Oakland. The A's have always had elephants incorporated into their logos. Not sure if he eats all the fans' peanuts or not. Number 9 is Mr. Met. He is very popular, but he's just a baseball head. He interacts with the fans and has a Mrs. Met companion, brought back in 2013. Number 8 is Mariner Moose. He's very recognizable. I guess there's moose in Seattle. Did you know he could do a backflip? Number 7, we have a mascot family. There's Wally and Tessie the Green Monsters, and they live happily like Shrek with Righty and Lefty. Number 6 is another family of mascots, Mr. Red, Rosie Red, Mr. Redlegs, and Gapper. The kids like Gapper. Number 5 is Dinger, a polka-dotted purple triceratops from Colorado. Being a dinosaur, he's also loved by the kids. Number 4 is a lime green alien named Orbit. He was first encountered in 1990, brought back in 2012. He likes dancing in his underwear. Number 3 is the Philly Fanatic. He has been the inspiration of many mascots. He is the creme de la creme of mascots. He loves his four-wheeler. He is one of the best. Number 2 is a mascot that just so happens to have his own slide to slide down during home runs, inspired by a real fan, Milt Mason, who dedicated himself to sitting atop the scoreboard until a sellout occurred. They also have a barrel man and sausage races. Number 1 is Slugger. Is this list biased? I don't think so. King of the Jungle, baby. We got hot dog races too. Go Ketchup. Enter your comments below to cast your vote for your favorite mascots across the league. It's now time for the Royal Way's Best to Ever Wear It Awards. We're on the number 22. And the nominees are Dennis Leonard, Jim Eisenreich, and Larry Sutton. And the winner is Dennis Leonard. He is the Royals' all-time leader in complete games in his career, shutouts in a season, season starts, complete games in a season, innings pitched in a season, strikeouts in a season, and second all-time in wins.
Who's the Royal Way joke of the day? So I asked Scott, what makes a mascot? I said, a mask, Scott.
Did you know Whit Merrifield recently hit his 12th leadoff home run of his career? Second all-time to Alex Gordon with 14 for the Royals record. It's trivia time. What's the Royals record for strikeouts in a game from a pitcher? Is it A, 19, B, 16, C, 22, or is it D, 13? What's the Royals record for strikeouts from a pitcher? Well, it's B, 16. Royals pitcher Danny Duffy struck out a team record 16 Tampa Bay Ray batters on August 1st, 2016. Guess who? I was a first-round draft pick of the Yankees. I debuted for them on September 9th, 1984. I also played for the Orioles, Expos, Cardinals, Angels, and Phillies. I played every position except pitcher and catcher in my career, including my time winning the championship with the Yakult Swallows of the Japanese Central League in 1993. In St. Louis, my teammates offered up $800 for me to eat a June bug. I became a broadcaster after retirement for the Anaheim Angels from 1999 till 2009 with Steve Physiak. Later, Steve and I signed as KC's new TV commentators, teaming up with Ryan Lefevre. You know, I try to bring a lot of enthusiasm and energy to the table in my broadcast. I love this game and I love these fans, and man, it's a beautiful thing. Go Royals! I am Rex Hudler. The Royal Way takes you through the years with the Kansas City Royals, and we are on the year 1987. 1986 was a sad year for the Royals. Big turning of the page for the franchise. Looking to rebound, the 1987 Royals finished the season with a winning record. They set uncharacteristic offensive records this year in home runs. KC was adjusting to 2 new head coaches at the time as well. Let's take a look at the AL West in 1987, and you can see the Royals were close. They were only down by 2. The California Angels went from first to worst. So yeah, the Twins take the division. We did have 2 managers, like I said. Billy Gardner was replaced by John Wathan. 34-year-old George Brett makes his move to first base as Kevin Seitzer takes over third. Bo Jackson's there in left field. The Royals starters when it comes to the pitching staff consisted of Brett Saberhagen, Mark Gubicza, Charlie Leibrandt, Danny Jackson, and a little bit of Melito Perez in there. 1987 Royals relievers were Jerry Don Gleaton, Steve Farr, Bud Black, John Davis, and Bob Stoddard. They were not as impressive as our starters. When it comes to the 1987 Royals offense, third baseman Kevin Seitzer led the team in hits in his first full season as a major leaguer. 6 players hit 20 or more home runs. Danny Tartabull hit 34 of them. The Royals only hit 262 as a team in the AL, and they scored the least amount of runs, and they allowed 691. Center fielder Willie Wilson stole 59 bases. He had a low on-base percentage, though. Frank White's production slipped. Bo Jackson's OBP was pretty bad. A lot of home runs this year, but we did not get on base enough. Overall, they were the AL's second best pitching staff according to ERA. The starting pitching was great, but the bullpen could have used some more help. The Royals were 24-16 by Memorial Day. During July, the Royals went 3-11 and fell below 500. The West was a weak division, so KC being 5.5 back on Labor Day had them right there with the Twins as they went 9-3 the last couple of weeks, but fell just a few games short. We would have made the wild card in today's playoff format. Alright, let's take a look at the 87 playoff picture. The Minnesota Twins defeated the Detroit Tigers 4-1 in the best-of-7 series, and the Cardinals took care of the Giants in the NL. But the Twins were the victor in the 87 World Series. 4-3 in the best-of-7 series, defeating the Cardinals. And now presenting your postseason award winners. In the AL, your league MVP was George Bell. In the NL, Andre Dawson. Cy Young Award winners, Roger Clemens and Steve Bedrosian. ALCS MVP, Gary Gaetti. NLCS MVP, Jeffrey Leonard. World Series MVP, Frank Viola. All-Star Game MVP, Tim Raines Sr. And your Rookies of the Year are Mark McGwire and Benito Santiago. And your Royals 1987 All-Stars are Brett Saberhagen and Kevin Seitzer, both with their first. To be continued with 1988. Alright, Royals Empire, that's all the time we have for now for today's episode. I do want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Show me you care. I do care, even though I'm a little late with my episodes. Hey, this is just a review. It's a wrap. Get you all caught up, okay? I can't do live. I wish I could do live, but hey, I'm always there, even if it's a step behind. You know, I was born on time, right on my due date. Go figure. Why am I late?
You're just slow in the head.
How is StatBot still